Hello, everybody. This is Takedown Wrestling. I'm Tony Hager, and I'm with young phenom Aaron Pico. How we doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, man. Thank you. I really appreciate you coming on the show to talk about this upcoming event, Agon, Iowa against the world. Aaron, do you keep up with NCAA wrestling at all?
To be honest with you, not that much. I mean, I follow Kyle Snyder and guys that I'm on the world team with, and there's a few guys that I know and follow them, but it's kind of hard. I mean, I travel so much and I'm doing so much. It's hard to keep up, but I like to root the guys I know on, and I watched a few this NCAs.
You got a chance to watch it. That's what I was curious about. I know that publicly you've got a crazy regimen that your coaches have got you on that you
Yeah.
live and die by, and that's what has gotten you to where you're at now. So I was just curious if you were able to watch it because what this event is coming down to is Iowa against the world, and a lot of people love to hate Iowa just because of lots of many reasons of the way some of the coaches have been and wrestlers and the championships. People sometimes love to either hate the guy that always wins or they hate him.
Yeah.
And in this matchup versus you and Metcalf, there's a lot of different people. I've talked to Welch. I've talked to some other people at the NCAA tournament that are very excited about this matchup because they think that you guys got similar styles. Have you gone out of your normal regimen to prepare for Brent Metcalf?
No, not really. I mean, we try to just focus on the things that we're good at, and of course, we know that he has a deadly high crotch. That's just an obvious. Um, but yeah, for sure. I mean, I focus on what I need to do, and here and there. I mean, he's gonna go here. Most of the time, coaches watched him and scouted him out a lot, and little tweaks here and there, but nothing major. The main thing is that I need to focus on what I do best, and that's put pressure, get to my snaps and leg attacks. And I've been working on different shots. A lot of people think, oh, I just have a snap, but I have so many other moves that uh, that I could do. I just people put their hands up, I snap them and get to their leg. But if you need, I've got a wide variety of shots and stuff. And the main thing is to focus on what I need to do and go by my own game plan, not worry about him much.
I mean, no one, no, you're only 18 years old, and people haven't been able, the world hasn't been able to see you as much as some of these other guys. Metcalf has been around for quite a while now, and you're
No.
both kind of dubbed as having heavy hands and always pushing the action. And do you feel like he is the one that's in your way to reaching your goals?
Absolutely. I mean, he's number one guy for the United States. He's wrestled at the World Championships in 2010, 2013, and right now he's the number one guy. And it's funny. I not a lot of people know this, but Metcalf. When I was little, I used to look up to Metcalf a lot. I used to watch all his Iowa videos, his interviews, and I just loved the way he wrestled. He'd go forward. He didn't care what anybody thought, and it's kind of weird now that the tables are kind of turning. I'm wrestling to him, and it's just crazy because, like I said, I used to look up to him and watch all his matches. Obviously, I started to improve, and he's a guy that I got to get through, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, I think he's
Is it kind of like a surreal moment when you go to the international events and or in the world here in America, you wrestle some of these guys that you've been watching all your life as you prepare and learn from them. Is it just surreal in that moment when you get to step toe to toe to them, or is that kind of just all gone as soon as you shake hands?
for sure. I mean, when I sit back and think about it, how far I've come in the last year, and you start to wrestle guys that are on the international level, and you go overseas and you train with world champions and Olympic champions. It's a little crazy, but once it's like anything, once you start, you shake hands. Before a wrestling match, I'm always nervous, but once you shake hands, all the nerves just kind of go away, and it's kind of like that. I just shake hands, and then you forget about everything because you got to worry about other things. But yeah, it's a little crazy and very fortunate. that I've come this way. I've got a great team, a great coach, and we've come a long way, and it's awesome just to see how far we've come. But let's not forget, I still got a long way to go. There's many things that I need to do, and we're gonna push hard for this.
And you've done some stepping stones, and the accolades are there. And recently, you were in Cuba, and you won a gold medal there, and you defeated Reese Humphrey, who's up there in the rankings is going for this weight class as well. And you're ranked, let's just say, second, third in the U.S., 17th in the world, and you're exactly right. You've got lots of ways to go. Everyone pegged you as the next guy for U.S., and I think you're very humble and saying, I've got lots of work to do. You can't give me that title until I go out and earn it. And I want to talk to you a little bit about that defeat that you had and how you persevered from that and just moved on. How has that been, and not being that guy that everyone's looking at nonstop and wanting to interview, and finally have been able to step away from it all and just concentrate on yourself and what you need to do?
It's great. I love doing interviews and things like that, and it's just awesome. But it feels good just to be home and focus on what I need to do and get ready for this big match. And I've taken lumps along the ways, and we knew that coming into this when I decided to take this journey. Coach told me, hey, listen, this is gonna be. You're winning now, but don't think this is just gonna keep. You're gonna enter senior level events, and you're gonna drop a few matches. You might drop 5, you might drop 10, but the main thing is just keep working. You're gonna learn from the mistakes, and when the time comes, you're gonna do it. So I knew coming into this that there was gonna be lumps along the way, and that's what's made me such a better wrestler. Every loss that I've taken on this international stage, or even every loss that I've taken throughout my wrestling careers, is helped me and pushed me forward. So, like I said, we still got work to do, and it feels good just to be home and train and work on things.
And talking about your training, you've got a Bellator contract signed, and you're real prevalent on the international scene. Take us through a week in Aaron Pico's world. And what are you, like a Monday, are you doing wrestling and then doing kickboxing the next day and then doing jiu-jitsu? How does your week look?
Well, right now I'm just I just came back from 2.5 weeks training camp in Russia. So when I came home, coach gave me a little bit of time off, and it was just kind of all speed training, conditioning. But throughout the whole week, it's just right now it's focused on wrestling. I wake up in the morning and do my speed and conditioning with my coach Nick Curson, and then work out with Valentine conditioning. And it's a little crazy. It's just times are different. Everything is kind of at different times, but we get a lot of work done here, and I like being home and training with my coaches, Valentine, and speed trainers, having my family here. It's great.
How far away is the workout arena that you work in? Is it real close? You got to travel for it?
No, I got to travel quite a bit. I actually wake up in the morning. I got to drive 45 minutes to my speed training. My grandpa takes me to that, and then usually I'll come home, rest, maybe do a little run, and then I got to drive another hour to practice. So it's always on the go. But I like it that way. Long car rides, you kind of just listen to music, just kind of unwind, and then get to practice, get your work done, and then I like those long car rides home. I like just listening to music and just relaxing and thinking about stuff. So it's good. I don't mind it. That's how it's always been. It's always been, especially being in Southern California, you got to drive a lot. So it's something I just get used to.
Well, you've been all over the place, and next week you get to come to Iowa. This is where my hometown is, and I love it here.
Yeah,
but have you ever been to Iowa? Did you ever?
Yeah, I've been to Iowa like twice. What is it? For the Folk Style Nationals that they have, where's at UNI.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you win it?
Yeah, I won it.
Was that the last time you were in Iowa?
Yeah, that was.
Okay, so you're coming here, you're facing Brent Metcalf, biggest stage, the marquee match of the night at the Cellular Center, Agon, next Friday. You can watch it on pay-per-view, but we're really trying to get as many people there as possible because this is this is a pinnacle for you professional athletes. You know, we want to be able to have more of these events so you can help get paid and pay for all this training that you do, and it's really impressive to see wrestlers. That's their job, and we have to do these type of events to help facilitate that. Have you had a chance to look at the other matchups that are going to be before you? I know Welch, you've been able to work out with him.
Yeah.
Jason Welch, have you had a chance to kind of look at the other matchups and pick any kind of favorites?
Cejudo and Ramos. I know that. I know Freddie Stroker's wrestling. Um, I know Austin Gomez is wrestling, and another California kid, Justin Mejia, right, is on the
Yep.
same.
Mejia versus Gomez. Who are you
Gom-
picking there?
I'm gonna go with I got a California. I got to stay true to my California, and I love Austin. He was on the cadet world team with me, but I don't know. It's gonna be a good match. I don't know. It's gonna be good, but I mean, California. There's a lot of California guys in there. I want all the I want me, Jason, and Mejia to all win. We're from California, so
Yeah.
we're gonna stick together and get this job done.
I tried to do an interview with Jason earlier, and he goes, "Man, there's some crazy waves that are coming in, so you mind if we push this off till tomorrow?" So,
Really? Uh,
do you surf much?
no, I don't surf at all. No,
Son.
I don't really care for the beach. I just chill out. Yeah.
You go for a run maybe on the beach for some training. That's about it.
It's funny. My grandpa's always told me as soon as you enter the ocean, you become part of the food chain. So I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna enter. I'm not gonna go in the ocean for sure.
Well, it's going to be interesting how you're received in Iowa. You're not really a villain, and Metcalf is, but there's a big faithful crowd that's going to be there. Is this something that you've been to Iran, you've been to some pretty hostile environments. Is that something that you've had your mind on, how that environment's going to be?
Yeah, I've heard it all. We've heard it all. Like, the Iowa is crazy. They're, crazy fans, and that's one thing that they said that I would be missing out in college. I'm going to be missing out wrestling in Carver Hawkeye Arena. It's not going to be in Carver Hawkeye, but it's still going to be in Iowa. There's going to be a lot of people there, and that's what I love to do. I mean, this is what you do. Moments like this is what every wrestler is, looking forward to. But I wrestled in Dagestan, Ossetia, Russia, like other places where there's, I've been the only American there wrestling, and I'm used to it. At the end of the day, I mean, I
You've
block
been
it
in
out.
this type of environment before.
Yeah,
It's
for sure.
nothing new for you. And we talk about high school kids coming into this environment. 3 of these guys are going to Iowa. How cool is this, and how great of this would have been for you to be able to been a part of this in maybe your younger years when you were still wrestling at that level, to wrestle with a card with Cejudo, Ramos, Metcalf, Escobedo, Keto, Welch, Derek St. John. I mean, how amazing is that to be a part of that?
Yeah, it's really special. It's gonna be, April 3rd is gonna be a special night. It's something that's, really hasn't been done before, and for the younger guys to just be a part of this event that's gonna go on, I think it's gonna be something that a lot of people are gonna remember forever. It's the beginning of, wrestling getting, like I said, wrestlers getting paid, people, tuning in, the hype. It's going to be a fun event that a lot of people are going to remember, for the rest of their lives. I know I'm going to remember it forever. It's just it's going to be special. So for them, it's, wrestle hard and, give it your all.
Okay, as we get here to the end, one last question. What is the biggest? What is Metcalf? What's the biggest threat for him, or what's the biggest thing that you think that he brings to the table going against him?
What is he? What's the biggest threat that he has?
Yeah. What kind of what kind of a challenge does he pose in this matchup?
I mean, from the only thing that I've seen, he pulls down on the head and shoots that high crotch. Other than that, I don't really see that much to worry about. Like I said, I need to focus on my offense. But him getting to my leg is secondary. I'm going to be getting to my attacks and finishing, and we'll see April 3rd. I know I'm bringing my A game. I know he's bringing his, and it's gonna be out. a war that is going to be remembered. And I'm going to wrestle him. I don't think I'm going to just wrestle him once. There's going to be world team trials, nationals, Olympic trials. And that's why I'm going to Iowa. Olympic trials, I think, are in Iowa. So if I do have to wrestle him,
Wisconsin, I believe, but either way, yeah, this is just
I'm talking
another
Olympic.
opportunity for you to
Yeah,
be able to wrestle him and figure out his quirks, and I'm sure he's probably thinking the same thing. And you heard it here, Aaron Pico. I mean, it's a war to remember, I think, is what you just quoted there. And you can go on agonwc.com and get your tickets, fill those stands, or you can go to tmwc1.com, get pay-per-view, and we've got a preview on iawrestle.com, and we're going to have all the matchups from every single person we're going to get an interview with. So if you saw the Pico one, look on the website. I'm sure we will have the Cejudo and Escobedo, all those great guys that are going to be here. One last thing, Pico, where can everyone find you on Twitter, Facebook? Where would you like them to go?
yeah, I'm on Twitter at Aaron Pico USA. Same for Instagram, and I'm also on Facebook.
Sounds good. For Takedown Wrestling, I'm Tony Hager. This has been Aaron Pico. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time, thank you.
Appreciate it.